So here we have our latest project. What is it, mate?
McCormick International.
Yeah, but grown in. It's all in the brambles. Been here several years. It hasn't been started for several years. Also an old flail topper behind it. But yeah, I've seen worse. Got worse started before. But yeah, it should be quite a good fun project to do. Do you reckon we'll get it going, Maxie?
Yeah.
Yeah? Confident? Alright, cool. Let's get all these brambles and stinging nettles cat out of the way. See if we can find the battery. Right, so we got rid of all the brambles and the stinging nettles, and look at this beauty. She's all there. Got the bucket on the front, the old loader. It's pretty cool, it's hydraulic as well, not just a trip loader, which I'm quite pleased with. Cut it all back down with the Ego multi-tool long reach hedge trimmer. Supplied by Hayes Machinery, look. God, good guys they are. Beautiful bit of kit that is. But anyway, back to the tractor. Max, while I was hedge trimming, getting all the brambles out of the way, what have you found, Max?
Battery tray.
Battery tray. There it is, look. That's good. I was a bit concerned that it's going to be in there under the loader, so I'm very happy it's up there. Same as our 135, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Right. Hello guys, James here from Hayes Machinery. Me and Will are in the Hilux, and Graham and Ed are in the Transit behind us, because we're doing something a little bit different. Because I've bought a tractor that hasn't been started for 10 years. Well, thereabouts, they reckon. And it's been sat in the brambles and stinging nettles for quite a while. It is in a bit of a shed, but sort of half in, half out. Anyway, we're on the way down to see if we can get it to start, see if there's any life left in the old girl, and see what we can do and have a bit of a play around with it. All we know is it's a McCormick International. We don't know any numbers or model numbers, serial numbers, anything like that. I've just taken the punt on it. Me and my boy went down the other day and looked around it. We know the brakes are stuck on, we know it hasn't been started for a long time, and there's lots of bits that are seized on it. But we're going to see if there's any life in the old girl yet. I'm going to have to flip off and get a new battery because, well, we know that's not going to be working. And see if we can get it going. Anyway, Ed and Graham are the ones who are going to know a little bit more about it than I am. So we're going to go down there and see what we can do. Graham might be able to get in with you. There's a little flag actor there. I want that flag actor, I really do. I don't really want to end up there now. You right there, Teddy?
Good idea. Yeah.
Giving a break?
Yeah.
Could have come through there, couldn't it? I could have. Long way around, yeah. It was a long way around, really. There she is, look. I'm concerned about fatigue already, though. Yeah. There she is, guys. Look at it. All we know is it's a McCormick International. Star of the show, this is.
Right.
Look at it, nice little loader on it. Two-wheel drive, obviously. Who wants four-wheel drive? It's only for wimps.
McCormick.
We've got Graham and we've got Ed. They know what they're doing. Graham was 70 years old yesterday. I know. Like ancient. Right. I'll leave him to it. Good luck, boys.
There's only rat there, look.
There's Graham. There's rat. He's on the boot, look. Hang on, operator's manual. Look at that. Careful.
Look, it's all in.
Look at that, all intact. There's a McCormick International
434.
434, look. God, look at that. Hang on, Graham. You put a chuggy pig in there, look, and a chuggy... I think you were going to find out much information in there, but we found out that. There we are.
Laminated.
There we are. Put it in your pocket, Greg.
You've already dried it, isn't it?
Hey, what do you say about the tyre? What's wrong with the tyre?
It's not fresh.
He's only flat at the bottom. I think that is right. Run away. See, Graham's bringing me down here. So what we're going to do, boys, so what we've worked out so far is it doesn't start.
Yeah, just so
The brakes are seized on, and it doesn't go into gear.
The
Other than that, he's perfect.
ball joint's gone as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that done first, I think.
Bit of one on the road, right?
I need to pop off and get a battery in a minute. Yeah, handbrake is, I don't know if you can work out a way of getting that off. That's why I told you to bring a big hammer. Might help, wouldn't it?
Should have Gert hammer.
Well, I did say big hammer. It's entirely up to you how you translate that into a... Graham just likes hitting stuff.
Brakes is in your head.
Brake in there.
Have hammer here, Graham?
Yeah?
Got hammer?
You get a hammer. It's the handbrake that's up on it.
Oh, is
He
it?
needs to go down.
Already was a metal
Put the
bit.
shed round it.
Looks like it, doesn't it? I missed.
Where's handbrake?
That's handbrake. What is it in?
That's diff lock there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get my nose out of the way. I need to measure up the battery.
Get a bit of squirt in there.
It's a pretty WD.
Did you not? Tight. Is that actually moving in it? Make sure we want to work out what's open and what's closed before we try and start in. Oh, I better leave on down here. Yeah, we can, yeah, see if you've got throttle.
Yeah. Oh, I'll do that.
Look, follow there.
See if you've got throttle, I don't know what's moving and what's not really. You boys know what you're looking at a bit more than I do. There's a trap there, I know that.
Anything moving there, Ed?
Yeah.
Oh, I do, cool. Right, I'm going to flip off and get a battery.
Right on.
You boys can get the brakes unstuck, make sure that everything's all working. Want to also check, make sure there's hydraulic oil in the back end. Not that I know anything about tractors, obviously. Hey?
Over there.
Oil? No, they don't. Oil's minor detail.
He's a massy man.
Comes from bugger, is it? I'm a massy man.
Oh,
I'm a massy man.
sunroof was alright.
The sunroof's pretty good, isn't it? I've got an aircon still works.
That's all right. Doesn't mean
Oh,
need to see it.
Oh, what do you think, Rust?
Proper cereal plate.
That's only got the cab or stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thing at the top of the cab. Zero plate down there for the empty
fake,
cab.
isn't it, Gray? It's fake.
Well, there's a model number down here. Look. It's a fake, is it?
Fake.
Fake. Has it got anything in it?
They used it all, I think.
Right.
Right, I'm going to go off and get a battery. I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll see you in a minute.
Great.
Squirt some stuff.
Someone had just seen you in there, look.
So, is that one gone down?
Is that on or off now? That's off, is it?
Just move that one up and down there.
Hey?
Just move that lever up and down. Well, that's working. That's alright. We should be... Let's let him stop. Dude, don't it moves as a selector though?
Yeah.
That's ideal though. That's alright.
I'm all free moving. I don't
You
know.
hear it, so it owes me. Must say somewhere, right, wouldn't it?
I expect so. Well, what's the reg on the number plate? Trader off,
Yes.
bought a bag.
Is there water in this bloody thing? I suppose he must have put water in.
No water in my car. Whoa.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's better, isn't it? Oh, that's cool. What is that? Yeah, he's alright. He's alright.
Got a serial number down here. 9682.
Bit loose.
He's in there.
That's alright, man.
Oh, do something like that in my car. Well, that isn't him. I don't think this will be a bad buy, you know.
Bloody hell.
Look at that, look. Look at that.
Diesel engine lubrication oil status
Oh.
specifications.
Lube is key, you know, Graham. Lube is key.
You can't think all these years this thing had been on the ground and you still got pictures.
Yeah. That's better, isn't it?
This is old wiring, isn't it? Red, black, black, red, green.
Average.
Yeah. Well, he's come- Is it coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good as well. Plenty of oil in there.
It's clean, isn't it?
Like new, isn't it?
Hold on.
I was going to fire right up now.
Is there?
There it is.
You reckon?
I was straight piped it and everything.
Handbrake goes the other way, James.
Yeah, I pulled off a bit of raw.
Oh, get out. Yeah, he was pulling his bow and I was banging and hitting and banging and hitting and banging and hitting and banging and
As I took the gear stick off, the gears are all good.
yeah.
Good on.
Took this out.
Got low and high there.
You got hydraulic, lovely oil in back. Like
Yeah,
new.
like new oil.
Yeah.
That's a
There's a
big
double plug on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a bit of water in there to top it up, is it?
Yeah, well, that's probably what it is. Oil's oil.
Ideal.
It's got low and high range here.
Yeah, it's going to fire right up. It's going to just take off.
Go on then, jump in.
Let's
You can
get
do it, I know you're thinner than me.
I wish I was.
Probably easy to get off from Graceland. It was very good in there, one feather, which is negative,
Little
Mars.
fatties jumping.
He's full of go-go juice.
Come.
We take a little spanner, tighten it up on that.
No, I think they're tight.
Good.
Is he all loose?
Yeah, they do come to a.
Is that?
I think
But
actually.
moving forward back.
What, the tractor?
Yeah.
The rock, have
Yeah, wrong.
Oh yeah? Oh, there we go, alright. You pump right up.
Right.
Ready?
Rolling coal mine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can I try the loader?
Yeah, now we've got loader again, now.
This one then. Big picture going pushed in.
Push it again, Greg. Yeah, now we've got loader again.
There's a little ram on that one as well.
Oh, she's done up tight now. If I undo it a minute. Now he's going back up again now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Push that one in there.
Oh,
there you go.
wait, wait,
What are you
wait.
doing?
Yeah, I've just undone my thing now, see?
Oh, finally.
No, I've been playing with my knob the whole time while I've been sat here.
It could be.
I like this little knob down in between.
Try another one.
Hang on, there we go. Look, I'll play with them again. Look, you watch. Oh.
Oh, slack Alice, these balls are.
Yeah, different knobs years ago, didn't they?
I don't know, Greg, you tell us.
I don't know, yeah.
So now if I do
talking
that,
about?
if I do that and back up again,
Yes.
and now I start up there,
Yeah.
now my loader will work.
The battery's flat.
Probably. What's me choke?
Chill.
Ah, look at that! What a beauty! Oh, sorry. What a beauty! Oh, I like that. I'm going to leave that one done up. There you go. They're going to be down there. So I've got it. Only you have got. So I'm going to have them turned off. Nice, sort it then. You can have... Come on there. Oh, pump it up. I better get on back. Look, I'm there.
Go for a bit, Jim.
There he is.
Oh, bloody heck.
That's it. Hello. What's your own boots?
Put it under there, Jim.
Put it underneath.
Look.
There's a hair in the hair.
She's a bit of a puff, isn't she?
Is that right? Right guys, we're back here again. It's a bit frosty this morning and we're going to try and start this tractor on a nice cold start frosty morning. So we're going to see what she does. Instead of Graham and Ed, I've got Jamie today. So Jamie's going to help us get her out, but we've got a trailer coming in a minute so we can get her loaded up and get her home. So let's see if she starts on a cold frosty morning. Let's try it. Alright, go on. Coming out of that exhaust. Beautiful stuff. Oh. That's a new noise. Didn't make that noise the other day. absolutely perfect for like an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What was that?
That sounds like the belt pump. The ball pump.
We've got the loader, right?
He's a lot slower than Ed, isn't he?
She's a moving. So we got her back in the yard, guys. She's unloaded off the trailer. She's here in our very own yard to be able to play with and do some bits and pieces to it. She looks in a bit of a sad state. She needs a wash. Well, we've already put some wind in the tyres. That's going to help. It makes it easier to steer it, that's for sure. Old Jamie was struggling just now just to be able to steer it around, to be able to get it on the trailer. But we put some wind in the tyres. That's helped a lot. And well, so let's walk you around and see what we've got. So we've got a McCormick International 4G4 as Ed called it, or 434 for the rest of us. We've got a loader on the front with a little tiny bucket, which is a bit of a waste of time. If I do end up keeping it, then I'd like to put a bigger headstock on the front of the bucket. If I do keep it, I'm going to cut the loader here somewhere, put a headstock on the front of it so we can put a 4 or 5 foot bucket on the front. But again, that's only if I keep it, but it needs to do it, because what's that, you know, might as well use a wheelbarrow rather than using that. But the loader seems quite strong, it seems quite powerful when we get it working. All the controls and everything all work. We haven't quite worked out the exact sync of it yet, so hence why we're trying to fiddle around a little bit, trying to get the loader to work and pick up the linkage on the back as well. Because I know you've got the taps to go from one to the other on these old tractors, but when you turn one off you should be able to use the other, but it's not quite working in sync as we think it should. But we'll work that out, we'll get there. But yeah, you know, the hydraulic pipes on it are all pretty much knackered, but they're all working, they're holding oil pressure, so until they blow, what's the point of replacing them? There's a nice bit of rust and fatigue there on the steering column, but we do have a spare steering column which came with it, which is good. The arches are knackered, you know, they do what they're supposed to do, but they don't look very tidy. Coming back to the back, everything's all a bit seized up, the check chains both sides we've had to release, so we've got nothing supporting it at the moment side to side to stop it flopping around. We've just had to unpin them for the time being because they're seized up. And that's my favourite bit, is our top link pin is a screwdriver for the time being. I've got plenty of spare pins, but when we were down there the other day picking it up, we when me and Graham and Ed were down there, that's the only thing we had to be able to put in there. We had to pick up the topper. But it works, it's fine for what we want to do for now. We're not going to use it like that, obviously. Where else are we? Yeah, topper is, well, it's made of Chinesium, so it's nothing special. We've got, apparently they took it apart because they thought the flail was going the wrong way. But I don't know how that could happen, because the PT only goes one way and the topper only goes one way. But we'll probably put that back together, fill that join back up, put some belts on the side, We've got the cover for it as well, so the covers come with it. You can get it all working. Everything all looks all quite intact underneath. Even the roller's not seized. That goes around. That's cool. All the controls in the cab, everything seems to work. The PTO engages, disengages, because there's a dual stage clutch on this, so you push the clutch down for your gears and you push it down again to be able to put your PTO in and out of gear. All the gears work, one to, how many was it? 4? Yeah, 4 forwards and 1 reverse, they all work. Even the lights on the front, as you saw, they work. The throttle's quite tight, but that works fine. What else is on it? Oh, handbrake. We've got obviously released that the other day, and then managed, when we moved it, it sort of jutted out, so the brakes were stuck on. But once we got the handbrake off, that kept freed up really well. But the brakes are either on or off, but they're not great. But they do stop you when you're going slowly. There's no clock in here, so that's the clock. Seems to be missing. I don't know if there's one on the other steering column, but there is. In actual fact, we could just take that out and use it as a drinks holder. I think that works quite well. We have got, oh, horn. That doesn't work. That's unfortunate. It's nice to, you know, make sure everyone knows you're coming. We'll see. Ignition works, key works. What else have we got? Ed's bazooka, or the exhaust. That's all in good condition. That's working. But yeah, so there we go. We're going to get it washed off and get it tidied up, see if we can fix a few bits and pieces. If you want to see some of that, there's one thing you can do, and that'll make us really, really happy. Click a subscribe button after you've watched this video, or even now, pause it, then click subscribe, because then you'll be able to see what happens with this tractor. Take us on a little journey, lots of other videos as well that we've got on there, so pop on there and have a look. Otherwise, if you'd like to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, you can then follow our journey on there as well. For now, guys, that will do. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. One more thing, if all you scientists are out there are still looking for a COVID vaccine, well, I think this tractor's the right thing for you to have a go with, because when you start it up, there's enough smoke that comes out the exhaust to kill pretty much anything. So if you fancy your chances, you never know, I might sell it for the right price. Put something in the comments.